It's not the only piece of the puzzle. Perhaps it's not even the most important, but certainly it's one that has to be adjusted. Does anybody doubt that these four can play together? Of course they can. But there has been a lack of attitude, defensive attitude, from three of those four. You can guess which one out of the three. And the other one, Bellingham, just doesn't know where to go a lot of the time.
The La Liga race is heating up for the second half of the season. Welcome back to Morning Footy. Real Madrid taking the top of the table from Atlético Madrid as Diego Simeone's squad 15-game win streak came to an end at the hand of Leganes this past weekend, and a Barcelona draw and Athletic Club win puts those two even at third place. Real Madrid's third straight victory. They got a 4-1 win over Las Palmas. Had Kylian Mbappé saying, "I finally feel comfortable." Well, after a brace, who wouldn't? Welcome back, Jillian Sakovitz alongside Jalil Anibaba, Christine Cupo, and Darian Jenkins. And now joining us from London Heathrow Airport, we've got Guillem Balagué, who is always working those phones, working those connections. Guillem.
Yeah.
We have to
sorry,
ask you when
I'm sending.
Yes, go. Don't take your time.
I'm just sending a message to Ernesto Valverde to say that you actually haven't put it in the pictures there as candidates to win the league. It's okay, you can continue talking now.
Yes.
7 points is Barcelona.
Start with the fire.
It should be there.
Guillem, when you hear Kylian Mbappé saying, "I finally feel comfortable," what does that mean for Real Madrid?
Well, it was interesting that Vinicius wasn't there, isn't it, for him to actually say that. But yeah, it all seemed to click against Las Palmas. It was the best Mbappé of a year, possibly. Remember, he didn't finish very well at PSG. He looks a force of nature again. He looks the kind of guy that can do out of nothing, just throw a missile to score a goal or to actually create a chance. And he was available everywhere, on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, related very well to Rodrygo. Bellingham filled the gap when he wasn't there as a number 9. It just really worked. I think Real Madrid is even better with Vinicius. And yes, perhaps the harmony doesn't fully work when Vinicius is there. But what you have to say, two things. One, Real Madrid are getting better. Mbappé certainly shown his best version, but it was Las Palmas. So don't get too excited, because if you look back, this is still a Real Madrid that hasn't managed to beat Athletic Club, Atlético Madrid, Barcelona, AC Milan, Liverpool. So they are, when they are challenged by the best teams around, they haven't shown that they are better than them. Ancelotti, though, as we say, they started charging bills. That's a Spanish expression to say, started criticizing everybody who's criticized him. I thought we were terrible. Everybody said that. Look at it. We're top of the table now. What's going on? People were saying Mbappé is very good. Yes, as a number 9. And people said this was not possible. So everywhere he said, he's just sent a bill back to people.
And it's very interesting. You talk about the harmony between the biggest players at Real Madrid. But now it seems like the only thing that's left is to get Vinicius Junior and Mbappé firing on the same cylinders at the same time. Do you see that as the only piece of the puzzle that's left for them, or do you think that will naturally handle itself as the season progresses?
It's not the only piece of the puzzle. Perhaps it's not even the most important, but certainly it's one that has to be adjusted. Does anybody doubt that these four can play together? Of course they can. But there has been a lack of attitude, defensive attitude, from three of those four. You can guess which one out of the three. And the other one, Bellingham, just doesn't know where to go a lot of the time in terms of defensive duties, because there is all these players that are not being followed by his teammates. And that makes Real Madrid easy to attack. There still is a lack of midfield. And all of a sudden, Ceballos looks good. Close to crossing that kind of role of actually giving tempo to Real Madrid, changing sometimes from short passing to long passing. He's now been having a run of games, so that starting to look that Real Madrid have got a midfield now. But when Vinicius comes in, will Ceballos be out? And then the whole thing will have to be readjusted. Certainly, Real Madrid have got a lot of quality. They always depended on the quality of the individuals, being Courtois at the back or the ones up front. But they still haven't found that balance that is required to win tournaments yet.
They also need a true right back
at the moment. But let's jump over to Barcelona. I want to talk about them because they show up in the big games, right? They'll come out in El Clasico. They play so well together. They look fluid. And then they drop points. 2 draws, 2 losses in their last 4 games. What's going on with them? Why are we seeing this lull in regular season matches?
Let's say that Barcelona is a teenager, right? I mean, the average is very, very low, one of the lowest in La Liga. But as a team, they're still not fully developed. They're teenagers. What do teenagers do? Do they like school? They don't like school. So it's 6 points out of 24 in La Liga. But at the weekend, oh my God, they just get the best clothes and have their hair cut and look their best. That's the Champions League. That's the Super Cup. That's the big days. And that's where Barcelona have shown to be at their best. Of course, it helps when Lamine is there, but generally, it seems like it's easier to get points of Barcelona when they are in the league. As I said, 6 points out of 24 is the kind of form that you don't relate to a team that wants to win the league. And now 39 points with Real Madrid with 44 and Atlético Madrid 47. The other way around, with Real Madrid 7 points away. It suggests that they have to look into it seriously and tell their kids, you should go to school and actually be alert. Otherwise, you won't be in anything when you grow up.
Guillem, I want to pivot to Atleti. Just had a 15-match win streak snapped. They have a big match ahead against Leverkusen that you will be in attendance for, I believe. What can we expect out of them after that Leganes mess?
It was an accident. Accidents happen. They had more chances. They missed a penalty. Normally, they win this game the same way that they won 15 games in a row. They are the best squad in La Liga. They've got I think it was Nico said in that report earlier in which you forgot Athletic Club. In there, Nico said that Atletico Madrid could be favourites to win the league. In my eyes, they are. They've got the better squad the best squad in La Liga. It's a deep squad where everybody now does what Simeone won. Work very hard without the ball, but have got a lot of quality and different ways of attacking. The Julian Alvarez and Griezmann combination looks outstanding, and others can help. Sorloth is injured; he won't be available against Bayer Leverkusen. But in any case, they've got other alternatives. So you're talking about a side that has been consistent. So think of an accident against Leganes and consider them certainly favourites in La Liga. In the Champions League, they need to have players sometimes that sort out messes or bad days or accidents. And perhaps they haven't got the level of other teams to get far, but I'd see them in the quarterfinals if they got a good draw, perhaps even further.
Guillem, thank you so much for your time. We'll let you make your flight because you're back with us tomorrow for some Champions League coverage. Thank you so much.
I'm not talking about Athletic Club. Okay, I'll tell you.
No, we don't. What do you got to say about Athletic Club? No.
No, they've got the same points as Barcelona. Nobody's talking about them. And you go walk the streets of Bilbao and they say, we can win the league, And you're like, no. But they're very, very confident that something extraordinary could happen because it's happening already.
Thank you so much. We don't want to disrespect Athletic Club here.
Yeah, let Athletic Club know that we asked about them, for sure.
Guillem, thank you so very much. We will see you tomorrow on our Champions League coverage.